Alright, here's going to be a fun flight. This is going to be St. Bart's to Grand Casse on St. Martin. VFR, there's the fuel pump, the fuel on rather. Let's go rotating beacon on. Mixture rich, carby is cold. Master switch on, there is no fuel pump. Let's prime the engine. 3 shots of prime. Throttle open. About a 1/4 inch. Starter engage. Magneto's back to both. Throttle to 1000 RPM. Check oil pressure. Oil pressure looks good. And we're going to get right underway here tonight. Turn the taxi light on. Engage the brakes. And release the parking brake. Make our move over here to the hold short line. Let's engage the parking brake again real quick. Flight controls. Up on that side, down on that side, up on that side, down on that side. Flaps. Down and indicating, all the way down on that side, all the way down on that side. All the way up on that side, all the way up on that side. Elevator moving freely. Alright, flight controls are free and correct. Mixture to full rich. Let's go throttle to 1700 RPM. About right there. Alright, let's see. Left magneto. A bit of a drop. Back to both. Right magneto. A little bit of a drop. Back to both. Let's check the old carb heat. Appropriate drop. Carb heat off. Oil pressure and oil temperature are good. Suction is good for the gyro. Bring the throttle back to 1000 RPM. Let's see a car going down there. Throttle idle. Throttle idle check is good. Bring the throttle back to 1000 RPM. 118.45 is the frequency for St. Bart's. Switch over there. I am on VATSIM, but there is nobody around. No controllers, no traffic. Well, no controllers. I don't know if there's any traffic. 1017 is the altimeter. Using the altimeter from Princess Juliana. Alright, transponder squawk altitude, mixture is rich, carb heat is cold. Let's turn the landing light off, excuse me, the taxi light off, put the landing light on. Alright, pre-departure briefing. Any problems with the power on the ground, we just pull the throttle to idle. And chances are we're going into the beach, which is fine. Any problems with the power once we're airborne, below 500 feet, it's going to be the water. Above 500 feet, we're going to be looking to turn left into the wind and try to turn around and get back towards shore and hopefully the runway. Alright, let's see. The elevator trim is set for takeoff. I think we're good to go. Let me engage the brakes and disable the parking brake, and let's broadcast on frequency here. St. Bart's info, Cessna 4753 X-ray, taking runway 10 for departure to the north, St. Bart's. Make our radio call. And bring in the power. I don't see anybody on final. Haven't heard anybody on the radio. I'm not going to dawdle on the runway because you're probably not going to see anybody who's behind. I mean, you're obviously not going to see anybody who's behind you. But with that, the limited view, with that hill, you don't want to be waiting around. Alright, takeoff power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. 65 and rotate. And how cool is this? That soccer field is there in real life. That cruise ship is most definitely not. So 500 feet, normally you wouldn't make your turnout so soon, but this is St. Barts, so everything's a little different. There's the airport. Island looking gorgeous. There's Saba. Just off the wing over there. Island is looking gorgeous tonight. Everything's looking gorgeous tonight. 1,000 feet for, call it 3,000. Airspeed is good. You can see down there, got some boats in close to the shoreline there, a couple boats over here. That is Seafront Simulations. They have a program for St. Barts, St. Martin, and Aquila, which are these three islands right here, right? That's St. Barts. St. Martin is where we're going, and then just past it is St. Martin. Is Aquila. And one of the reasons that I am excited about this flight, aside from the fact that it's just gorgeous out, this is live traffic, live weather. It's about, let's see, just before 6:30 in the evening here in the Eastern Caribbean. One of the reasons I'm excited about this flight is because I have my new Honeycomb Bravo set up. And it took me some fidgeting to get it working. But I have it working now, and it's really pretty neat. The biggest thing, that's Aquila right there, in the distance. St. Martin over here. Saba over there. Let's level off here at 3,000. About 50 feet below, you want to start leveling off. Power back a little bit. That vertical speed to 0. hold it there with the yoke and then roll in some trim. And the really neat thing about the Bravo is that you can trim by feel, because you just hold that pressure on the yoke for the vertical speed that you want, and then just trim away the control pressure, and voila. Let's see here. Bring in a little bit more power. So that's kind of the neat thing about that. Not too bad a view this evening, huh? This is pretty much what the sunsets look like down here in this part of the world. They're pretty stunning. Alright, let's see. Grand Cas 119.2. So faster go this way, I believe. Switch frequencies and listen. See if you can hear anything. And we don't. Wrong button. There's the airport we're going into. Grand Cas traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, 5 miles to the south, inbound for full stop runway 12, Grand Cas. Using my pilot voice there. Princess Juliana Airport is on the other side, over in that direction. That's Phillipsburg over there, the harbor on the far side, which is the capital of the Dutch side of the island. And across the harbor here is, across the, I forget what they call it, across the channel, I think they call it Aquila Channel. Anyway, across the channel there is the stunning and splendid island of Aquila. Oh, that's right, one of the things I wanted to do on this flight was check the 10 degree heading bug. And it is indeed there, the old 10 degree heading bug. Alright, so almost forgot to do that. Alright, let's put on the carb heat. That's going to be our initial power reduction. I've noticed the recording of the night videos doesn't come out very good. Not at all like what it looks like. So I really hope that this one comes out, because it's just gorgeous. Alright, we're bring the power back here. So we'll see how this recording comes out. Let's see here. Didn't have my nav and strobe lights on. Grand Cost traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray is on a left downwind for runway 12 Grand Cost. And further reinforces my theory that there is no such thing as a perfect flight. You're always going to have some sort of a goof. And I was in a hurry to get out of... St. Barts. Because I wanted to catch this light. But... there's really no excuse for that. Alright, we're going to start bringing the nose up, slowing the airplane down. Oh, look at this little sailboat underneath this. It's pretty neat. Grand Cost traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, turning left base, runway 12 Grand Cost. Alright, we'll put in our first notch of flaps. Fight that nose coming up. And for runway 12, looking for a 12 heading on my the left side of my heading indicator to let me know that I am indeed on a base. Alright. Put in that second notch of flaps. Just a gorgeous night. And Grand Cost traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, turning final runway 12 Grand Cost. Trim here. Airspeed is good. I wonder if the pilot controlled lighting works. Apparently it doesn't, but I just tried using it. Grand Cost traffic, Cessna 4753 X-ray, short final 12 Grand Cost. I know the runway is there, but they certainly don't make it easy to pick it out. can just see the runway end identifier lights there. That's about it. And that's not even them, that's the Pappies. 4 high in the Pappies, 4 white. So there's a nice, easily the worst landing I've made in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Dodging over top of dodging over the top of a, like some sort of security vehicle, maybe a police vehicle. Came out in the middle of the runway. But to be fair, the only reason I didn't hit that is because I bounced about 30 feet in the air. Alright, let's put the flaps up. Put the carb heat in. So, I mean, it's really wonderful that they have all these vehicles all over the place. There you go, I just sliced them in half, so taught him a lesson. Guess he's not really too concerned with when and where I stop. So, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting flight. It was fun the visuals were great, but kind of a bizarre end. So, have a good evening.